Listen, Tinder Swindler. Simon.
I don't know where to start.
Man like Simon. See Simon, yeah? Let me just say this. As a person who's definitely... Why are you laughing? Bro?
I just want to know where you go with this.
As a person who's tried to go about this life that I'm living very honestly, right? And I've come up against certain financial roadblocks. My man is out here with the master plan that I never even thought was possible. Like, as it's unfolding, I'm physically, I can feel it in my heart. I'm physically scared as I'm watching this program. And as my girl's explaining how she's giving him money and what he's doing simultaneously in these countries, that part for me was one of the scariest parts, where she's saying, he's asking me for 200 transfer. I'm going to this next bank, blah, 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 blah. 200,000 here, 40,000 here, 10,000 here. I need. These times you're in Venezuela on a yacht doing all the things. At time was so, it's like, I need to keep this up, so finance it. To get me, like...
Yes, it's a sickness.
And this is what I was saying when I was watching it. I was like, at what point are you just gonna be like, you know what, I'm good. I've swindled like 200 grand. I might be able to flip that.
No. Do you know what it is, bro?
Keep doing this. You know what I mean?
Do you know what it is?
An addict.
Yeah,
it's a high.
Yeah, it's a high that he's getting, clearly.
It's a mad one, though. It's a mad one.
Which showed itself later on in terms of that that aggression when your drug is cut off.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely was like addict behavior, like how he was sky high and then like rock bottom. And
Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Said today.
My fucking enemies will come for you.
You want war.
Do you know what, though? Do you know what? And I'm going to say this. Some of them women, I have got no sympathy for. Because...
Nah, brother, let me... Okay, wait.
Go on.
Let's break it down for the people. There, right? So basically, guys, this... It's hard to even explain without ruining it.
People love money.
The spoiler alert will be in the comments. Spoiler alert on the description.
Yeah, spoiler alert on the description, right? Spoiler alert, right? So basically, my man is on Tinder. Simon Levi, right, is on Tinder saying that he's the son of a billionaire diamond cartel construction mining conglomerate, right? So he's out here as the prince of the company, CEO, been appointed, blah, blah, blah. Whoo! I'm reliving it as I'm talking about it. So he's on Tinder. And the same day, this is why, as I know you're saying that you don't feel sorry for them, but if my man's flying you out the same day as your date, as the first date is, and being like, you know what, I really have to go to Mykonos right now. Do you want to come? Oh my God. What are you talking about, bruv? On a private jet?
So when I was watching it at first, the first like half an hour, I was like, what's the scam here? Because at the minute, all my man is doing is like making you losers, flown you out. You're in the nicest restaurant, the nicest hotel, private jet. I'm like, okay, where's the scam coming then?
Brother, what I'm saying is, you, as a human being, is going to be talking to him. First of all, he's broken down your vulnerabilities. He's talking about who you are, blah, blah, blah. He's opened up to you, blah. So you're thinking, rah, like this is like he's told you all the things to make you soften up for one. He's broken that down already. Then it's not just him. He's got a staff that's on team to upkeep the dream of it all, right? Yeah. If my man's gonna say, cool, I'm not as much as I'm like, babe, no, blah, blah. I'm like, he said, listen, go back to where you're at, pack your things. The Bentley's there. You're not going to think that any of this can be fraudulent because we don't know. We've never seen anything at that level when you've got bodyguards and blah, blah, blah walking in and in the building, everyone knows your name and all these things. It's so tightly like I can't believe that the whole entire dream, every part of it is sewn up so well. And then and then you're on the plane within hours, you're on a private jet. You're thinking, how can this be fraudulent? If there's a pitney here, there's another woman here. So he's already psychologically said, don't worry, there's another female here to break down your comfortability and let you feel like this is legit, innit? Like, and there's a bodyguard there and he's busting joke and everything's just flowing. Because you're thinking, I don't know this level of scam. No one does.
No one does.
So this can't be, there's a pilot flying the plane. So how can this be a scam at this point?
Here's my thing though, right? And this is why I don't have no sympathy. See, the first time you bust my man the money, right? And he didn't give it back. That is then the time when you stop playing this game. So,
brother, listen.
At the first point, you lose your first 20 grand, yeah? You swindle 20 grand out of me, and that's it. But them, man, we're going to the bank and then getting a 40 grand loan and opening up this credit card. Nah.
But brother,
after the first time, it's your own fault.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, yeah. But you know, like,
can you know your...
wait, listen to me. Let me finish, right? Let me finish. You see, when we was talking about them, man, asking us to send them money for a feature, right?
Right.
Because of who they are in the public domain,
right?
The trust is there. Do you get me? Like, you're thinking, if I can pull these screenshots up and the conversations and the voice notes and the blah, 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 there's a whole company, whole website, blah, 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 blah. And there's a staff of people and you've seen success and you've seen money flowing. And we're not talking about, you've known this guy's 2 weeks. He psychologically said, I'm going to give them a month to 6 months where I'm going to break them down, know them, want to meet their family, blah, 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 blah. So you're thinking, say it again.
Sleep with them,
all these types of things, right? And then you're looking at apartments or whatever. Money has never been an issue for 6 months, innit? You're thinking, this is company, blah, blah, blah. And he said, listen, because of how I'm moving, there's people that want to take me out, right? So you've believed that part of it as well. Like, it's absolute genius how he knew the grace period of this is how much I need to psychologically break them down. This is how much I need to ball out. This is how much you need to get them in a comfortable place where they trust me. This is how much I love you and I miss you and constant every day I need to send, right? This is how I need to show them that, because here's the thing, human nature, we think, raw. When you show up to a date and it's a catfish situation, we're like, oh my days, you scammed me. That's the extent. But my man showing up looking like who he is, everything's matching up to the billionaire, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Your whole vulnerabilities is just broken down. Like, you've just said, yeah, take me, I'm yours. Because if I'm in Ras Clark, Covent Garden, looking at 15 grand a month apartments and you're saying, yeah, just pick one, blah, blah, blah. You're thinking, I don't know, God, listen, Everything I've ever prayed for. Do you get me?
Thank you.
Listen, you are crying happy tears at night.
Do you know what though? Do you know what? And I don't even, I'm gonna say, I don't even know if it's like a cultural thing or like a Jamaican or a black thing. But you see,
You can't trick me.
You can't trick me. And I don't care if you tell me how much if I don't see it with my 2 eye, if you not open up the app and I see pure zeros in your Barclays account, or you're not dropping 50 stacks on the table, I'm not having it. I'm not having this, oh, it's coming, or just wait until the thing lands, or no. Where's your dad, fam? Where's your dad? Your dad is running this company. But
the thing is, he's definitely picked certain type of women,
like he's picked,
and obviously like broken them down to a certain, like even my girl who was the friend,
right?
The fact that
I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it for so long. I don't know how
He's bought the next chick, so you're seeing trust from a next woman. This is what I'm saying. Like every angle, you're thinking, how can this possibly be?
But Jermaine, for me, that only works up to the first 2 times you've taken my money. Because now we're in the same. You're telling me the same thing now. You're telling me, oh, it's coming, and already,
brother,
I've done this twice, and I haven't got any money back.
Here's the thing, yeah. He's saying, boom, 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 boom. Give me this money, 10, 20, 40, 50 here, blah, blah, blah. Please take out a loan. Obviously, as black people, yes, we would, on the second loan, be like, sorry, I can't do that.
You're mad.
I'm not doing that. Do you get me? Like, my mum taught me better. But what I'm saying is, these women have already been psychologically broken down. And then what he does is he sends you back more than you've even given him. So then now you've walked away from the situation thinking, oh my gosh, my girls was bawling on the voice notes. Like, I can't believe you blessed me with blah, 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 blah. This is like probably 60 grand more.
He didn't clear.
But what I'm saying is he's buying himself time.
Right.
And it's like, it did not clear. He gave my girl 500,000, check for 500,000. And I'm thinking,
but after that, she still gave him more money. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's stupid. That's stupid.
If you ain't got the thing back. So someone said, bust me £10, right? Cool. I give you £10. I'm going to pay it back to you. Can I get another £10? Yeah, when you pay me back my £10, I'll give you back another £10. Don't have me here waiting. So I don't understand how they, like, there was certain behaviors as well, like when he was like, or why don't you talking about or sell your car? Like, you're desperate now. Like, if you're asking me to sell
that come later. When he's telling my girl to sell her car and all them things.
Wow.
First of all, I was like, crackhead, right?
Basically, isn't it?
That's crackhead.
Hey, what can you sell? Let me just sell a radio or something and make a little change.
Listen, so basically, but what he's saying, how he set it up, bruv, the urgency comes, and this is what I said this. I even said, I don't know if I said it here or my Instagram story, because remember when that bitch took the iPad money from me when I was, did I tell you about the story?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Go back, guys. Early podcasting stories, right?
Link in the bio.
So basically, that was when there's that urgency and that rush of, oh my gosh, I've got to pay this bill. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I get it. Like, obviously, you're doing me a favor, blah, blah. And just like investing in anything, you're not going to give anything you can't afford to lose, innit? Right. But a lot of these women are thinking, well, I've already seen the private jet and the Bentley and the blah, blah, blah. He's good for it. Do you get me? Like, and if I can, obviously, idiot, you're taking out a loan. It's not like it's even your money or whatever. But he's coming with the footnote of, these people are going to kill me. These people are after me, innit? So they're thinking the man that they've fallen in love with is going to die. So that's what I'm saying. There's so many angles to it where he said, I need to make it so it's life or death that needs to give me this money. It's not just like, oh, the company's going under. I'm going to be all right, though. I'm going to my house in Vienna. Like, it's not that. He's like, my enemies are after me. If I don't get this money, I can't move and shake and blah, blah, blah.
Talk to the police.
Go talk to the police. That's right.
That's the part. That's the part
what, though?
like,
but the thing is, you see what I'm saying? You see from a kind of a cultural angle, yeah? Dup in no hole for frightened.
Frightened. That's right. That's right. That is 100% right.
All that premature love bombing.
Yeah.
Those red flags that certain women don't ignore, yeah, is how he gets them.
Yes.
And you know what lashed me about that? The thing at the end when she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm still on Tinder. There's nothing to do with Tinder." I'm thinking Tinder either paid you to say that, Rasta, or you are.
Come off of it. Like, you've had enough. You've had your fill. Come off. That's what I'm saying, Cherry. Like they after a while, there's no sympathy. You know what? Like this threat of life and whatever. I honestly don't think that they really loved him. They fell in love with the idea of what they were gaining from being in a relationship with him. It was actually, I'm going to have access to all of this. I'm going to have this.
This is my life now. Yeah.
Yeah. It was the fear of losing that, and not about actually loving someone. It wasn't about that. And enemies, like, where was the questioning? Like, who are these enemies? Like,
I was asking about through the whole thing. Like, I was asking that through the whole thing.
What's happening? Like, how you send me a voice note and like, heat her down. Like, what? How? We're not communicating. What?
And you know what's mad to me? Me personally, yeah, and this is me speaking from personal experience, yeah. Like, especially when it comes to, I don't know, industry, hood, whatever, London, right. Being around certain people that have acquired certain things because of certain reasons, yeah. Right. And even initially not knowing how they've acquired cash flow and acquired certain, and being around certain people, and even benefiting from certain things that I've been gifted, places I've been taken, dating certain guys who have a certain amount of money, and then as soon as I find out, or I feel any sense of danger, or I feel any type of dodgy, I am out.
That's right.
And that's my reality. Like, because you see me now visit nobody in a prison. You know,
there's too much Willie out there to be waiting for it.
Right. You're not kicking off my door, Rasta.
Oh, you're mad. You're mad.
Yeah.
You're mad.
Or flipping whatever her name is. Yeah. You're not kicking off my door looking for that.
You're mad.
I never forget one time I was in a car, somebody that was, splurge gang, splash, splash. Oh, I have money. Get in the car. I was a young buck. He's like, let me give you a driving lesson. Cool, man. Driving lesson, big car. Oh, you trust me driving this big car? Yeah. Young, gap. Put my hand under the seat. Yeah. What I found under that seat,
Nope.
made me say, it was so lovely to see you. It was so lovely to meet you. It was so lovely to experience shopping at Selfridges and all the nice trainers and the things you did buy me. But this ends here.
Right.
Are you mad?
Are you mad?
That stuff doesn't excite me. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Right. This is what I'm saying. That is where I'm coming from. Like, after the first, I get you can get swindled up to a certain point, but it was three of them. It was
9 bank.
We went on a journey. This happened a few times around. Like, when were you going to learn that? It was just wild to me, man. You know what was wild as well is how we found women that had like A1 credit ratings every time to be drawing out this amount alone and that amount. How you find those?
He's vetting them over a certain amount of time, innit? So obviously he's going to show them all the things, and then seeing how they're moving, blah, 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 what you doing, how you living. He's only ever picking people who's traveling as well and stuff like, do you get me? Like, that's who he's matching with. The people that's showing that they got P, that they ain't got pitney and family and brothers that will bust someone's head. Did you get me? Like, so he's picking strategically. And then, listen, shout out to Eileen, that said, yes, I love you. Give me a close.
She was the dawn of the show. Yeah, all right. I honestly feel like her ancestors are black because that's her move. That's how I move. I'll take your clothes, fam.
You know what's making me laugh? The way she kept saying, what a piece of shit.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Selling clothes, yes. Selling clothes. Eileen said,
he was like,
clothes there.
She said, listen, Gucci, blah, 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 Prada, all these things.
Yeah, iron them up. She starched them up.
And my man said in the voice, the editing was absolutely incredible.
It was great.
A1.
Sending the voice notes and you're seeing
eBay notification sold. Yeah.
So
it takes 3 weeks. It don't take 3 weeks to just say on and every day. You're asking you every day.
Give me it now.
Give it now. Give it today. Today, you give it today.
Give it today.
And you know what?
Wait. Who are you talking to?
Who are you talking to? And this is what I never get. When people hype on WhatsApp, it's like, fam, you're on the other end of the phone. Like,
word. You're on the other end of the world.
There's nothing you can do. Give it what? Delete that voice note. See you later.
You're not even saying to me, after all the trouble I've caused you and all the money you've given me, you keep that. You didn't even suggest that yourself. That's
exactly.
Fraud star from the beginning to the end.
Disgusting. Sell everything. At the night, you're saying, I love you, blah, blah, blah. In the morning, you're saying, this is fucking war, right? So, brother, you flipped me to transfer you the money after that.
And talking about would I have pictures, would I pick there? Get out of here, bro.
26 voice notes.
Did you see
this is after the article was published as well, you know.
Did you see the dead note that he wrote her? Like
with a biro.
Yeah. I was like, which, you know what? I don't know. I don't know what happens in like female psyche, but I just thought, like, which woman would get this dead little note? He's lucky he just learned to write.
Listen,
and would
listen
take
to me right now.
Mad.
It wasn't even on legit hotel like paper with the thing at the top, nothing like that.
Boy.
My man found a scrap on the street, said, boom, let me write this, yeah. Try to get kind of sentiment.
Wow.
She said, piece of shit.
I've got one bone to pick with Netflix though, yeah? Because I don't know if you guys watched the Puppeteer one as well.
Nah, that's next on my list. I heard that one.
I'm like, if you guys keep putting out these documentaries with these
men that know what to do.
That why you still like gets me mad when I get to the end and I ain't hearing that they're in prison or they're like get catch and they're serving community service or whatever. I get so vexed.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I couldn't believe it.
I know what served like what 3 months, 5 months or.
No, 5 months. You said big documentary, and man's still out here flexing on Instagram, website, all that stuff.
It's mad.
I'm like,
it's mad.
I get. In a sense, they feel like they're doing their part in terms of exposure because Netflix is billions of viewers or whatever. So his face is his face. Oh, can we talk about his face first of all? When he went to the surgery and started bawling because he couldn't get the thing switch. If you ever know how I was shouting in my room when I was watching it, when the guy said, we can't do this because this is something criminals request. And she said, I looked at him and I wanted to say, that's because he's a criminal.
Because you're a criminal.
I was like, yes, tell them.
Oh man!
Oh my gosh!
Whole thing on the spot, boy. But she wanted the clothes in it. Yes.
Yeah, she needed some P back first, but all of them are still paying off their debts, and he's out here. Listen, my takeaway is that rock bottom is never the end, clearly, because I can't believe these Instagram stories after his face is everywhere. He's just recovered.
Yeah.
He's just got he's back on track. New models that ain't seen shit. I'm like,
that model, her agent must be like, lock that thing off now. Wait, bruv.
He's back. He's back on the streets, Ferraris and Ponzi scheme again.
Wow, wild.
The sad thing.
That part broke my heart because I thought it was the end.
Yeah. And he got 10 milli in total, really. Got that 10 milli.
Jesus Christ. But yeah. Watch the Tinder Swindler because it is quite the journey.
It is.
And please, guys, I know we're in an era of dating apps and all these types of things, but really,
take your time.
Take your time. And when there's a red flag, trust yourself and take it in. Question
instinct,
the thing, man.
Yeah, it's instinct the thing, man. It's just a lot, man. It's a lot.
I joke and say this to Michelle all the time, but there's too much pum out here and there's too much willies out here for you to settle on foolishness. Do you know what I mean? It can't just be because you're getting laying down. Do you know what I mean? Or there's enough man out there. There's enough man out there that are going to make
you. The laying though, it's about the emotional. That's how it is.
About even that. Yeah, so there's that as well. But the second layer to it. But there's enough women and human beings out there, men, that are going to make you feel that way. Like it's not a finite thing. It's not this one man or this one woman is making me feel this way.
Yeah.
It's not finite. Do you know what I mean? You can find someone else. People
really got tunnel vision, man.
This is what I'm saying.
Like, everyone doesn't have a private jet and Bentley and all them things there as well.
It's mad. It's mad. Yeah, man. Like you said, be careful out in the streets. Trust your instincts, man. Red flags, see them. Don't ignore them, especially in this metaverse world where people are just not even. There's some filters on Instagram right now that when I put them on my own face, I don't even recognize who I am. And this is the world that we're living in. So you, man, when you're out there in these streets, when there's a red flag, question it, man. You're mad. You're mad.
Yeah. Especially if you can't afford it.
Bruv.
Loan. I looked at that. I said, "You can get a loan like that."
What? I'm not even drawing that a loan for myself. What are you talking about?
I was making note of the websites that they were getting loans from.
I thought to myself, not being funny, yeah, but I feel like if I was in that predicament and I even got to that level of dunce, yeah, when that money hit my account, I'd be thinking, right, there's a couple of things I could do with this, you know?
Right. Yeah. I was saying, do you know what? Simon? Sorry.
Yeah.
Get 20K like that.
Are you mad?
Sorry, Simon. I best of luck, man.
You're mad. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Wow.
Wild.
So TikTok now. What are you saying, Cherry?
You know what, Cherry? I have enjoyed your TikToks. They have been
man,
entertaining.
Definitely on a roll.
Very entertaining.
Thank you. Obviously, you guys know that I have like a mad interest into like acting and stuff like that and comedy. I love all. But it just makes me realize, like, just say, for instance, I posted something 2 days ago and it's already like on 50K views or something like that. Yeah. Comedy, voiceover from some big house thing. And I'm just trying to understand and just trying to see like what the backside this is about, because I'm just like, how can I be on Instagram, and have, I don't know, like 16K plus followers, and the maximum I guess I probably get on a reel is like, I don't know, 7,000 views or something like that, And then you go on a platform like TikTok, and then your thing just goes mad. And the thing is, if it was just a views thing, I'd be like, no, you man are rigging this thing. But the comments and stuff that come along, I just, do they make it so that your reach is so much more attainable or whatever, or your reach is so much more broader to compete with Instagram? Because right now, the difference between the two of them, Instagram looks like a hater, like an actual hater of progress.
Facebook.
The way that people are just blowing up on TikTok overnight and changing their whole life is insane to me. So I'm just having like a really internal battle. First of all, having an internal battle with like the artist versus having and
personality,
Then I'm done that. I'm doing what I'm doing, but then I'm just like, have I wasted so much time? But then equally, I wouldn't necessarily go on in TikTok now and be singing my heart out, because the reception wouldn't be the same. Unless I made it comedic or I made it like, baby girl, you know what I mean? I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've just been challenged with that over the past few days. Like, obviously, as artists, we've had struggles with like not adhering and not conforming to this TikTok thing and blah blah blah, and like, oh, just sell music on Spotify and Tidal and the Apple Music and not go on that platform. But then when it looks so like, what's the word? There's so much opportunity there. How do you ignore that? Do you know what I mean? And really and truly, once you do something on there, when you find your niche that works, people go and find the other stuff that you're doing. They go and, so you're like, you can actually but they still want that content, but they're so gassed to find out so many different layers to you. So that's just
I do what you're doing. I think it's such a beautiful way to express your creativity in different mediums, and then allowing people to see different sides of you. Because as artists, first and foremost, we're human beings. You know what I mean? We're not monolithic. We don't just get in front of a mic and sing. We're emotional. We're funny. We're serious. We're all these things that human beings are. And for me, I feel like if going on there is bringing out, it's your brand, isn't it? It's your brand. It's your personal brand. You're right. Some people are not on there to hear you sing, but they invested in Cherry doing what she's doing, and build it up, man. Build it up. That's what I say to artists, like, and you said it, Cherry. Find your niche. Lean into yourself. It doesn't mean like you have to be everyone. You have to do everything. But if it feels right for you, there's no rules. Like no one. There's no like God sitting at the top of the music industry saying these are the rules, and if you don't do it, you're gonna die. There's no rules, and it's proven time and time again when people bust overnight, or when this song goes, or when that artist goes, or when that goes, it's always unexpected. So just like you said, lean into you and what fits. If you want to be a comedian on TikTok and you're a serious singer, do that. If you want to act, if you want to dance, I mean, if you want to paint, do you know what I mean? Like, do you and let people discover you. And that's the beauty about social media. I think it's like new generation of people want to see the person behind the art. Like before it was actually like when like Michael Jackson and all of them greats, Whitney coming, it was just about the art. It was just about, I'm giving you my art and that's all you see. Like this new generation actually just want to know who you are. Like, what do you like?
But it's even us though, because really and truly, we could have done with getting to know Janet a bit more. Do you get me? Like, it's like, as much as we do respect the art, we wanted to deepen her personality. So it just goes to show that we're just in that day and age where us presenting art in a very pristine, well represented way is not enough, because we've kind of seen it all. And
yeah.
It's,
I just want to know
when
you get the hack of how to turn them 50,000 views into music streams, fam. You let man know, because I'll be on TikTok.
Long way off. I'm a long way off, bro. But it's like I have to find a way to try and merge, because obviously I've got my page and I've got couples page with Rio in it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cute.
I'm gonna follow that. I didn't know you had a couples page.
No, you'd had that.
I didn't know you had a couples page.
Bruv, one of our videos is on like 70K.
That's mad.
Never in a million. And that's just us being chupid and doing Jamaican voiceovers or whatever as a Jamaican chupid couple and like dancing and prancing around and cooking and whatever. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, the comments, the new formed little, I don't know, communications, the little, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, just mad. And we've only posted like one singing video together. And the rest of it is just like, just being us.
Yeah.
And people and I think somebody else said this the other day. It's like it's because I think happiness, what we were talking about last week, happiness is underrated. People actually look for things to make them laugh.
Yeah.
They look for things to
make them smile and happy, be happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why? Because like right now the world is very sad. Like sadness and doom and gloom is the main story. Like it's the main story. And it just seeps into reality, innit? And then everything becomes sad. So you do want respite from the madness that the world is. You know what I mean? And you know what? It's human nature. I know there's miserable people in this world, yeah, but the majority of us really love to see other people happy. Like it, I think it's a human connection. When you look out and you see someone else genuinely happy, does something for you. Like it, do you know what I mean?
Makes you smile, yeah. Because I do
man. It does.
I see people doing that madness on there, and I'm just like, oh,
it
warms me up.
Yeah, but there's some cold-hearted people out there. Them heart stiff, man.
Like the Tinder Swindler.
Like the Tinder Swindler. Yeah.
Swindler
boy.
Yeah, there's definitely a block type algorithm on Instagram.
Yo!
Now Instagram's getting ridiculous. Like even just down to a lot of the spammy stuff that I get in DMs and on my post now. It's just like,
oh my gosh. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Do you know what though? Do you know what? I'm gonna speak on this right now. I'm speaking on it. I'm going for it. So I wanted to understand why every man was getting rinsed out, because every week it was. Huh?
They get you.
They tried to get me. I wanted to understand what this was. Not that they fooled me. I want to understand how people are allowing someone to take over their Instagram, because it's not like.
How much money you give them?
Huh? I didn't give them anything.
What? Wait. Break it down, because I haven't been on Instagram like that. So
right. So
obviously it wasn't him.
Right. So basically they get control of your Instagram account, and I'm going to explain the method that I found out how they do it, right? And then it's a pattern. So they get control of it, and then they start posting whatever they want to get other people to give out their details so they can scam. So they talk about like Bitcoin or whatever, or all this money in my account, or I've got some money. Do you want like a bag? All you got to do is give me certain details. So there's all of this, right? So I was like, on my Instagram, I kept getting bare DMs from people in my circle on that same sort of crud. And I'm like, this ain't you. Like, how is everyone getting duped? So I thought, all right, the next time I get it, I'm going to reply. I'm going to reply to this message and see what is it that people are doing to get themselves or giving out their details. So in my scenario, they said something like, you've won a cash prize. Your name was called out on an Instagram live for something, and you've won a cash prize. All you got to do is send me your PayPal or your Cash App.
And like Simon.
To get the man like Simon. To get the money. So I'm like, cool, all right. Here's my PayPal. Here's my Cash App. You don't need anything else. That it doesn't hurt me for you to have that detail. So they're like, oh yeah, cool. For verification, we're going to send you this email. Yeah, and all you got to do is click the link. It's going to ask you to allow us to hook up.
See your whole life.
Hook up on Instagram and ask you to give me permission or whatever. So I'm like, okay, this is what you man are doing. And so I'm saying people are getting duped because they feel like money's involved. Jesus. And we got to be better than that. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
somebody told me that they lost £500 to it.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
never.
We got to stop. Like, money does come easy. Actually, I'm not going to say that. Money does come easy when you're in your purpose and you're aligned. Amen. But
unless you're Simon Levayev.
But red flags, man. No one's going to hit you all of a sudden and be like, you know what? I've got 5 bags. I've got this, send me this, send me that. At that point, just know it's a scam. Like, it's not worth it.
Me.
It's
listen
not
to me right. Listen to me. Listen to me right now. Yeah.
Jermaine.
As a man who's definitely tried to figure out ways to get money, over these years, I know nothing comes easy like that, bro.
This is what I'm saying.
Nothing. There's no one I admire who has just got it. Like, even the skepticism in me is the reason why, all the investing in this and blah, 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 blah. I just know my life has taught me, let's just say that. My life has taught me that nothing's going to come to save me. I'm not going to get the money like that unless I work for it. That's what my life has shown me. Right. So when I see these things, that's just like, oh yeah, 500, blah, blah, this scam, sign up to this and you'll get never. I just don't even invest my mind in it because I'm like, my life has shown me that money that comes to me like that. And that's just me.
It's just not worth it. Like, if there's stories behind it, like if you're saying you're going to bust me this and I give you certain things, like if you need more after that point, it's a no for me because you don't need it. Like, if you want to send me money through PayPal, here's my email address, which you can find anywhere. Send it to my email, or here's my Cash App. Like, when there's more stories behind it, sorry, see you later.
No,
because you don't need it. You don't need it.
I'm exactly like you. As soon as I see it, delete.
Same.
Yes.
Now,
same.
Anything to do with, like, I get all those ones about you got a free iPhone. Something that they're live, especially the ones about, like, if you want more views, if you want more followers.
Oh my gosh.
Spotify engagement, if you want YouTube engagement, everyone gets blocked and deleted.
See you later.
Because you're not going to be, that paranoia goes to the next level, innit? You're not going to somehow find your way through my DMs again.
a little hole in the DM. Just creep in. And take over your whole thing. And you know what? For some...
Yeah, man. Yeah, all of them things.
Red flags, man. Again, it's another red flag, isn't it?
The amount of NFT shit in my DMs, brother.
Every day.
Every
day.
I think I've got like 28 to 30 in the section that you haven't authorized. I've got like 20 in there.
The request section.
Yeah, that's talking about this NFT is about to drop, blah, blah, blah. Get your hands on this now, whatever. Would you like same with you, Cherry, like the followers thing, the blah, blah, blah. I'm like, rah.
Yeah. You'll get a lot. We could all get kick rocks, mate.
Piss off, leave me alone.
All of ya.
Leave me alone. After you make me get excited to go check my DM because I think somebody DM'd and I come and I see you just chatting bollocks.
Deals. No, I can't.
Leave me alone.
It just doesn't, like, why? Why me? Do you get me? I think it was like days ago, I got a DM talking about, we think you're the perfect representation for the brand, blah, blah, blah. It was a women's exercise.
Bro, listen to this. Listen to this. I had the same thing a couple years ago, and it was for weave. I was like, what?
Oh my gosh.
What? One, I got no hair to weave, nothing. Like, you got the demographic wrong here. Unless I'm gonna put it in my beard. Like,
you know, I knew that was bad when I started getting them on Vexation Veronica page. I was like, you lot are trolling. You lot are trolling.
Yeah, man. Get away.
Just allow it. But yeah, man. Algorithms. Yeah, man. Keeping up the TikTok thing, boy. I'm trying to because there's one page I follow who's basically, he updates you on how he's grown his comic book stuff. So he'll like show you, this was the initial idea, blah blah blah, and now it looks like this kind of thing. But it's just the time for me. I just need to get the product done. That's just been my top priority, is getting the thing done.
Yeah.
I at one point was thinking to do one of them YouTube channels where the camera's here and I'm drawing it, you see, and blah blah. But listen, YouTube is a full-time job.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what's the most important, showing you the process or getting the thing done? And I just feel like I need to just get it done, because all that types of things are just going to delay the end product. So
you know what, you can get it done and then stage it afterwards. Sorry to that's a hack for anybody else, but get it done
100%.
Everybody does it.
Everybody does it, Cherry. No one's, this is what I'm talking about.
Everyone does it. Like,
this is what I'm talking about.
Stage it afterwards. Oh, do you want to see behind the scenes?
This behind these times the thing was done. What are you talking about? I'm just sitting here pretending like I'm singing that. I'm singing the note that I did 6 months ago. Nah.
Yeah. Take the thing.
What it is, man. It is what it is. It's content.
Yeah. It's like
people want to see the bits and bobs. So yeah, it's just, I just need to get it done, and then I'll dive and diversify and blah blah blah. I just don't want a thing to take 10 years. There's so many success stories. I was like, it took us 10 years from time of release, and now it's a video game. I'm trying to skip all of that. Do you get me? I'm trying to get past the 10 years of growth. Our fan base has grown and blah blah blah. Like, I get it. It's great. It's organic and whatnot. But listen. Man's 37, you get me? Like
10 years, I don't have it.
So 10 years, like, I'm still gonna obviously be in my prime or whatever, but everything's not moving and shaking like how it was. So I wanna, 40, I want to see mills, you get me? Like when 40, I want to see something substantial, you get me? So yeah, such a weird thing, the social media thing, isn't it?
It is,
Social media.
You just got to do you, man. That's what I keep saying. When people ask me, I say, just do you, man. If it works for you, run it. Run it, man.
Yeah.
You know who does it really well as well? Wilson. Now, what Wilson does on TikTok is really sick. Like, he kind of goes through like vocal techniques.
Yeah, he's a G. He's a G.
He's doing it but it's him. He's not trying to be anybody else. He's just.
That's the key.
Yeah.
That is the key, because that's how you create content that's effortless. Like, Cherry, well, the stuff that you're doing is you.
Yeah.
So like, when you're doing it, when you done the drunken thing the other day when the lipstick was smeared and all this stuff, I was like, when you're clearly having a blast doing it, that's when it doesn't become the job, innit? Like, when I was doing YouTube, the only time it started to get like a job is when I felt like I was watching films that I didn't give a shit about.
Right.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
But when I was gassed to talk about things, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to see it. I'm going to set up the thing, give myself 3 hours to get all the bants in, and to get me, have different editing ideas. When I done the Will Smith thing, and I had those two of me come in on the same. Do you get me? Like, you want to really enjoy it when it's you. So that's what I would say is, like you said, Ricardo, like, find you. Like, what Wilson's doing is clearly organically him. He's got all the time in the world, as far as he's concerned, to sit down, go through things, sing over things, add his sauce on it. Do you get me? Like, really show him organically. And when you see him, you know you're not seeing a different person in real life. You're not seeing a different person live. Like, so, yeah, I would just encourage that, because it can quickly, before you even realize, you think you're having a blast. But then 2 2s now, it's a full-time job, and you're thinking, can't be asked, you know?
Yeah.
Honorary shout out to Varday though, because they have really taken what they do and made it work.
Build it
to a level.
Yeah, man. It's consistency as well. But yeah, I feel like it's been a great pod today, guys.
Has, man. That's gonna be me on TikTok soon. Troy, when I see them numbers, that is me on TikTok.
Done.
Yeah.
Get it where you can fit in, bruh.
Get it.
Trust me, bruv. You might be a niche.
Well, you never knew. Well, there's still OnlyFans, because that's where the money's made.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, January almost had me on OnlyFans. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, listen,
the way the diary dried up.
Listen.
Almost had my front on sale.
Listen, man, if that's what it takes, if I know I get 50 bags, no problem. No problem.
You can still stay there, yeah. Go on your own fans. I need to go now.
Love you guys. Yeah, make sure you watch the Tinder Swindler and the Janet documentary, so you guys can, flip back and forth between this pod and the documentary, so you can see what we're talking about. We will be back probably in a couple weeks or so. But yeah, you got to take this mouth, shut your mouth in it, sit down somewhere. No, I'm joking. We love you guys for tuning in. If you missed the Christmas special, please go back and watch it. If you missed last week's, please go back and watch it. Like, share, subscribe, follow our social media accounts, Twitters, Instagrams, all the rest of it. Everything will be tagged up. We love you guys. This is Middle Late Podcast. Cherry V, Ricardo Williams, and Jermaine Riley. Sponsor the team. A company, please. Just do something, man.
Right, yeah, Apple, please.
Right, yeah. Peace.
Do.